That did. I got them both, too. Got his arm stuck in the wall. Hey, buddy. High five. Psh.
And the fun is just getting started. So, Jeff, what's next? Is it anything good?
I think it's going to be good. It's going to be a video game, I can tell you that much. Last year at the Game Awards, we had...
I know I make some lame jokes, but fuck me.
Pizza cannon loaded and ready to throw.
Whoosh. So I get the guy shot. Yeah, it sucks getting your shit shot back at you, doesn't it? Place looks quite homey. The fires are a really nice touch. It's good for nice like natural light. And the smoke, oh, great for the lungs. Would you please? You were just to my lap a minute ago. Anything up here? Ooh, a goodie. Jesus, fuck. Don't worry, little sister. You won't be alone for long. Blah. I am the dead too. I'll be joining you soon. Wait for me, Marion. Marion. Blah. Now I am the dead.
I wonder what Gladio's up to right now. Meeting girls, probably. Son of a bitch!
Holy shit. Somebody's here? Somebody's here, I think. What happened? Is he hurt when he's walking? Damn.
I need to
Wow,
touch
you
it.
guys.
Slow.
Wow. I see how you feel.
Yeah, we feel with our hands.
Oh, man.
No, I feel with my face. I don't know.
Oh!
Oh, my God.
Jose coming in with the motorboat skills.
Wow.
Across entire worlds, dimensions, through the darkest depths of space, and beyond the limits of known time. These are the adventures of the Starship Dragon.
Credit chips clinking, a rusted bar, smoke in the air, scars on the wall. He walks in, cloak cut like armor, one red eye tracking it all. They whisper his name in a dozen tongues, every bounty board, every backroom stall. He just nods to the crew at his shoulder, gotta call you in, and that's all. Commander Krim on the Starship Dragon, engines screaming, guns all dragging across the void for a price in blood. We ride the edge of the burning suns. Commander Krim and the Starship Dragon, take the hit and keep on bragging. Danger's home and we're dragging it in. We don't break, we bend for the win. Commander Krim on the Starship Dragon, engines screaming, guns all dragging across the void for a price in blood. We ride the edge of the burning suns. Commander Krim and the Starship Dragon, take the hit and keep on bragging. Danger's home and we're dragging it in. We don't break, we bend, we don't die. We grin, Starship Dragon, lighting it again. Hey.
Everybody put your hands in the air and say, holy shit. Welcome aboard the Starship Dragon, everybody. I'm Commander Krim of the Starship Dragon. You know, it's kind of crazy how I can be in such a foul mood, and combined of the fact of just hitting the start stream button, but also the listen to that intro song. I know that's probably going to sound extremely narcissistic. Getting in a good mood about hearing a song about me. I'm well aware. I'm very aware of the narcissism that comes along with that. But it's just, I mean, I just hearing that song after hitting the start button on the start, just to start stream first of all, but then hearing the song after that, just I'm already in a better mood, and it's just it's this stream does so much to help me. It is such a mental cleansing for me, you guys. It's insane. First of all, let me say hello to Josh, who's claiming space bucks, contributing to the observation duty challenge, throwing pizzas around, and asked me if I would marry, bang, kill Tifa, Unit, or Garnet. Definitely marry Tifa. Probably bang Garnet because Garnet is basically a chibi version of Tifa. I mean, let's face it, that's what Garnet is. She looks just like Tifa, except chibi form. And then, obviously what's left is kill Yuna. I mean, but, I wouldn't be against banging Yuna, though, because, I mean, she's cute enough. She's cute enough. But, Garnet's like a mini Tifa. Like, if Garnet is like Tifa's little sister, if she had one. Hello, Beardly Bear. Good to see you as well. Thank you for contributing to the I'm on Observation Duty Challenge and claiming your space bucks. Evan dropping a lurk and claiming his space bucks. How y'all doing? Josh, thank you for shouting out Evan as well. I appreciate it. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday night, everybody. Hope you're doing well. The title is now inaccurate, but I am in desperate need of getting back on my antidepressant meds because it is I'm starting to have difficulty controlling my emotions. Um, I've been off of them since October of last year, and I've been trying to cope. I've been trying to deal with it. I've been trying to just like, if I get angry, I realize that potential for it to get worse is there, and I just need to try to remember that and not let things get to me the best that I possibly can. But all day today, I was in a pretty bad funk, and it was the only way I can describe how I felt was robotically emotionless. Like, I didn't really feel anything. I wasn't mad. I wasn't happy. I wasn't sad. I wasn't, I was like, there was like no emotion to me whatsoever. I was cold and emotionless, and I didn't want to feel anything. I didn't want to like listen to something that put me in a better mood, or, crack a joke that might make me feel better, or listen to something, laugh at somebody else's joke. I wanted to just maintain nothing. And part of it was because I was in pain. My left shoulder has been bothering me all day. Why the hell am I so far off center? Let's scooch over. Has been bothering me all since I got up this morning. I woke up at like 4:15, 4:30, something like that this morning. Because my left shoulder was causing me pain. And it's been happening for like a few months now, that whichever shoulder I happen to be laying on, I wake up in the middle of the night with shoulder pain. And I've been trying to do all kinds of different ways of laying to try to keep from that happening, but it's becoming more of a challenge. But what was bothering me about it this morning was my left shoulder was hurting me, but I was laying on my right side. That hasn't been the case so far yet. It's always been like, if I'm laying on my right side, right shoulder, left side, left shoulder, I roll over and, it goes away. But this morning I woke up, my left shoulder was still hurting, even though I was on my right side. So that bothered me. And then of course it was hurting throughout the day. I had a hard time like really lifting things without feeling some kind of at least wince of pain or something like that. Nothing debilitating, but it was enough that I could notice it whenever I moved just the right or wrong way. So that was a distraction as well as annoying. And then of course, like always, there's always some dumb fuck on the road that is either driving way too fast, nearly took my ass off on the way home, like nearly clipped my right rear quarter panel because he was some impatient prick in a big fucking black truck that decided the speed limits weren't for him and didn't want to, actually change lanes in a safe manner, just wanted to change lanes and get around me. And then of course, like not long after that, I have some dumb fuck driving 20 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone. It's just like, sometimes I know this isn't the case. I consciously know it, but I can't help but feel that sometimes when I get in those like moods where I don't feel anything, I can't really make myself put myself in a good mood. I'm just kind of like there. That whenever something pisses me off, things just continue to happen that will piss me off that's out of my control, like dumbass drivers or little things happening. And, they just keep piling up again. They just keep piling up. And when I finally got home, I found myself, I was so angry that I was actually starting to feel nauseous from it. Nothing came from it. I didn't vomit or anything, but I could just feel like this sense of nausea coming. And I know it stemmed from the fact that my anger was just getting so out of control. Not really so out of control, it was just getting so high up there. The anger scale was just climbing. So I think I've reached my limit on being able to self-control these emotions, and I'm going to have to just give in, pay the $90 and, get my prescription back, because this is not. I can't do this much longer. I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of feeling this emotionless robotic feeling that I have. I'm tired of little things piling up and just making me ever so aggressively angrier by the moment. I don't like these feelings. I don't. I don't want to continue having them. So, yeah. Just I know this means nothing to anybody on the stream. This is my safe space. This is where I come to talk about shit in my life because I got nobody to turn to. So, while you guys don't care either, I know, I'm going to tell you anyway because that's how I roll dog. Level 80 in Skyrim? Nice. So, have you gotten the Bus Rodar or whatever it's called, the 3 sound blasting things that you do? By the way, we're also playing Resident Evil 2 today, in case you couldn't tell by the by the title down there, in case you hadn't figured that part out yet. All right, I need to go to this screen here. Resident Evil 2 continues. I don't know what we're doing. No, we're in the sewers. Map. Need map. That's not map. Well, that's helpful. We're on level 10. Oh, okay. No, that's not the run button. Okay, that's totally darkness. I came down from these stairs, I think, so it means this is forward. The fence is broken. It is too small for an adult to enter. Is that where Sherry climbs through later? This is specifically one adult. The only non-adult that I know of this game is Sherry. Okay, so what did we do? Okay, so this must be like the way Sherry gets out at some point. This is a different, so that's completely pointless to me. The only path there was just that ladder. So I'm guessing Sherry probably comes out in that direction in Claire's story. If I were to ponder a guess. Let's see. I remember we came down from there. We went this way, and we had to go back to where those jail cells were. We never got a card yet, right? We never got a key card. Okay. There's no card. So back to the parking lot, and then back out to the other the sewer entrance that was in the jail cell. Near the jails. Did I go over this way? Yeah, I did. Let's just do the thing over there. You'd bounce off a mountain? That's got to be fun. It's really too bad that I got nothing but like fantasy version of Fallout out of that game. Just couldn't get into it. Squeaky. Yeah, this is it. Go down the ladder. Tink, tink, tink. Oh, fuck. Yeah, how about no? Yeah, how about no? Bitch, if you fall on me, I swear to God. Yeah, I don't approve of that. Nope, I don't approve of that. Nope. Don't like it, sir? No, sir. I do not like it. Nope. Nope. Hard, nope. Hard, fuck you, hard, nope. I do not like it, sir. No, I don't. Oh, okay, I can't do it here. Never mind. I was gonna adjust, see if I can adjust the settings and turn on the auto aim. Just make it just a little bit easier, but it's fine. New area, so I'm betting there's gonna be some shit to shoot at. Storage. Hey, a safe room. You don't want to yoink this blue herb and stick it in the box since it's right here. Let me mix it first. Probably just ink ribbon. Sure. There's two of them. I'm not gonna save. I saved before we into the last game. So put this in here. I have any more of them in here so I can make sure they stay together. Shotgun, Gatling gun, fade spray, bullets, knife. I guess not. At least now I got two more. I'll also make a manual save just in case. Alrighty. No, this is the run button. When I came over with two laptops when we played Skyrim online with each other, and I was on a mountain while he was in with a run, White Run, and a bandit landed right by his feet. You can there's an online mode to it. Oh, Skyrim Online. You're talking about the Elder Scrolls Online mode, or is like can you actually play Skyrim multiplayer? That's a thing. I don't think I knew that. Where the hell am I? Is this still the sewers? But why does this look so weird? You know what, I'm gonna go out a second. I'm gonna check the other way. I don't recognize where this is in relation to the remake.
Ada?
Where the hell did you come from?
Introduce myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD. It's a dead end.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll go and check.
Especially she probably weighs like 60 pounds. You can probably just toss her up there. Don't look up. Be a gentleman, Leon. Don't look up. Even though she's wearing leggings. Still, be respectful. Shit, I'm playing as Ada? But wait a minute. Leon didn't get shot. A picture taken fairly recently. Is that Ada and John? Why does it look like he's groping her? Okay, limited ammunition. This is going to be rough. Can I just, like, go over here and open the door this way? Sealed firmly. Well, shit. Oh, so much for my infinite ammo gun. I hear footsteps. Doggo! Doggo! Down, dog, dog. Okay, we're good. Oh god, one shot. There's nothing I can examine. Okay, so this is very different from the remake. We're not chasing down Annette Birkin. We also haven't fought Birkin. Like we haven't fought Birkin himself. What does button do? A lever to fill and drain water. Will you move it? Sure. Let me guess. You can't jump across? No. Because God forbid Resident Evil characters have the ability to propel themselves with their legs any distance. Something I should read. Sewage disposal map. Oh. Sure. So I can't climb down here. Maybe there's some other path I have to take to get there. I'm playing the Elder Scrolls Online, but I don't know if you can get Dragonborn shouts. This is an elevator. We descend! I was not prepared for the Ada part of this game. Shotgun shells, and I still don't have a shotgun? Well, I should rephrase. Ada doesn't have a shotgun? Water pipe is under construction. Yeah, and the construction's going real well. A grand total of 0 people are working on it. So what was the point? The point could not be just come down here to get that ammo. There's no way. There's got to be more down here. There's got to be something I'm like blatantly missing, right? Oh boy. Anything here I can touch? Is there something I missed back here? Nope. This is sealed firmly. Nothing here I can interact with. Oh boy. Please don't make me have to look up a walkthrough. This looks like a wheel of some kind, but I guess it isn't. This again looks like a floor, but I can't do anything with it either. Something has to be changed. Something has to change outside. Something's got to change out here because I can't do anything in here. Nope, nothing changed here. Hmm. We could try going back and talking to Leon? Oh boy. I don't see it. I don't get it. Damn it. I wasn't trying to go in the door. I was trying to read the sign. No. Spamming X, nothing's happening. Wait. A door. Damn it. Now, that way leads to that elevator. Damn it. You can have a one-button map access, damn it. Yeah, that's completely blocked off. There's nothing down here. Can't do anything with these. We're spamming the hell out of the X button. Nothing's happening. Water pipes under construction. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's nothing to do in here. Hello, Dukin. Happy Thursday. Welcome in. How you doing? Something in here I need to spam X on? No. Hello, comment. Let me make room. You can lay down and not wreck all my shit. Tail. Fluffy comment, Tail. Lady B says hi. Also, hi, Lady B. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Is there something on this wall? Spamming the hell out of the X button. Nothing happening. Bit of a rough day at work. Got a fresh haircut on the way home, so looking up. Good. That's good. I was having some trouble today myself. Just, I think I've reached my limit on how well I can hold my, hold my own emotions without help. I need to go further this way. Well, that's a dead end. So I'm gonna have to get back on my meds. I'm just gonna have to. I can't fight any longer. Wait a minute. Oh, that's on the inside. Okay. This isn't a thing. I see nothing here. Come on. I don't know what I gotta do. All I have is one button to press. All it does is raise the water levels. It doesn't do shit. It's definitely a struggle. Yeah. It's, for me, it's just more of, it's more of just an irritation factor. It's the fact that sometimes I'm just like, I feel like a cold, emotionless robot, like just unwilling to feel anything. And I'm not in the mood to try to put myself in a better mood or, you know, crack a joke or anything. I'm just sort of like existing. And then when like small things start aggravating me, they end up piling up quickly. Like a bunch of small things will just continuously enrage me, just keep going, going, going. And I can't do it anymore. I can't keep doing this. I don't like these feelings that I'm getting. I don't like the fact that I have this capacity to feel emotionless and dead, and I don't, and I can't get out of it. I just can't get out of that funk, and I'm sick of feeling it. So I'm gonna have to get back on my meds. I'm just swallow the $70 and wait. Oh my fucking god! There's a goddamn set of stairs behind this, isn't there? Okay, so how though? Because I'm willing to bet she can't pull. Unless she can jump across? Can she jump from box to box? That letter, that's those stairs or whatever needed to be a lot more obvious than they were. I care too much when that gets used, I get mad. No, that's true too. That's certainly my case as well. Absolutely. Yeah, care too much. Yeah, that's happened to me before. Absolutely, that's definitely a thing as well. But usually that requires another person getting involved. When it just comes to me, it's just like it's a culmination of like. Also, I was having trouble with my shoulder today. For some reason, when I woke up this morning, my left shoulder was just in incredible amounts of pain. And usually that only happens if I was laying on that on that particular side for too long. Whichever shoulder I usually lay on or end up laying on for long periods of time while I'm asleep, I usually wake up with that shoulder hurting. But this morning, my left shoulder was killing me, but I woke up laying on my right side, which means I wasn't laying on my left shoulder while I was sleeping. So why the hell that was bothering me all day, I don't fucking know. So that, having to deal with pain in my shoulder all day long bothered me. So to try to filter it out, I ended up going into this cold and motionless mood. And then as I was driving home, because other people have cars and these people drive these cars on roads and these people drive these cars on roads that I drive on, and they drive like fucking morons, whether they're driving 10 miles below the speed limit or 13 miles above the speed limit, nearly taking off my ass bumper of my car. It just that's when it went from cold and emotionless to just anger, more anger, getting more angry, getting furious. And by the time I got home, I was so mad, I was actually getting nauseated. I was actually becoming nauseated. Not to the point I actually yacked or anything, but just the fact I was getting so angry that, come between my shoulder, between the trying to fight off that emotionless feeling and feel something besides emotionless. And unfortunately, those feelings I was getting was anger, just started making me get sick. And I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I can't fight this anymore. I thought I'd be able to, as I've been off my Zoloft. Yeah, I was on. I take that. I take the generic brand Lady B sertraline. I've been off that since October. And for the last several months, it's been a bit of a struggle, but for the most part, I've been able to control it because I know what triggers it. Like I know that, okay, I'm starting to get angry, but I know this is only going to continue to get worse if I don't take my mind off of it. So let me just try to think of something else. And it has helped. Just that amount. I've been able to control it better because I know what the cause of it is. But now it's getting to the point that I'm like, I can't fight this anymore. I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of this cold, emotionless state. I'm tired of being so easily enraged and additionally not able to come off that anger. Usually, I'll still get mad even when I was on my Zoloft, but I usually let it go a lot quicker. And I'll be back to normal in a short amount of time. Even small things that would frustrate me or piss me off, stay with me long after this situation has passed. One of the things I do at work is I work with a lot of rubber bands because I have to batch up items and stuff like that. I do a lot of rubber band stuff with rubber bands. Well, when they snap, that startles me and that annoys me. That's a nuisance. Or it really pisses me off when they snap and they pop me in the face. That pisses me off. So when that happens multiple times throughout the day, it's just like, okay, that happened once, I'm over it, I'm fine. Then it happens again, and then it happens again, and it happens again. It stops going away and just piles up and piles up. When I'm on the Zoloft, I can get popped by rubber bands 5 times in a day. I'll be pissed for like 30 seconds and I'm done for each rubber band. It doesn't pile up like that. So I think I've tried hard to try to control it, and I'm losing the ability to do so. And it's also the sort of thing where I'm like, not only am I losing the ability to control it, I'm getting also to the point where I don't want to control it anymore. Like I'm almost wanting to give up and let the emotions take control. And if I'm going to stay in this funk, in this emotionless state, fine, I'm just going to fucking stay there. I'm tired of fighting it. And I don't want to get that way. Feels like knew that drivers are morons. Shit, fucking yeah. Smasher past Ada Wong. Oh yeah, I have a thing for Asians. Absolutely. Well, maybe not this one. This version of Ada Wong, I don't know. I mean, nice tits, but I don't know, too polygonal. I like Ada and Remake better. I have to admit when I'm driving a dump truck. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody does. I think even the most calm, serene-minded, good-natured person will rage at traffic every once in a while. It's just natural because people are just fucking stupid. And unfortunately, you can still get a license to drive a car and still be fucking stupid. I was actually about to say you were going to be fucking stupid and still drive a car without a license. Some people do. There are people who drive cars without a license. Fortunately. Oh, thank you for the 25 stream streak, Evan. Good on you to completely lose it, though. Yeah, it's that thing. That's what scares me the most. Is I have done an immaculate job, in my opinion, over the 40 years of my life, not letting my emotions take control, because I have always been kind of scared of myself. I think I've told the story before. When I was in first grade, my father had one of his first major strokes. And to back up on this a bit, when I was in elementary school, my early years of that particular elementary school, my parents were well known to the students and the teachers and the faculty and the staff of the school because they were part of the PTA. My father would like help them with construction projects and stuff like that. So they were well known, and me by proxy was well known throughout the school. So, I mean, for lack of a better term, I was popular. I mean, first grade, how popular could you be, right? But you get what I mean. Well, when word got around to the school that my father had had a stroke, there was this known bully that, again, like everybody in the school knew, even the faculty and the teachers knew that this particular kid, this third grader, was a known bully. Well, when he found out, he decided to tease me about it. He was saying things like, your dad's gonna die, ha ha ha, you're gonna lose your dad, ha 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 ha. And I was already stressed out by the fact that my father had had a stroke. I didn't understand entirely what the reason was, or he just had a stroke. And that he put on me that I had to take care of my mom because I was the only one going to be able to do it because he was obviously in the hospital. So that put a lot of pressure on me. And then when that kid did that, apparently I lost it. And I remember everything leading up to a specific point of that moment. I remember the kid teasing me. I remember getting very, very angry. I kind of remember a couple of other kids that were like, I wouldn't say friends, but like associates, we associated with me in some way, trying to tell the bully to stop picking on me and stuff. But then there's like just a complete cutoff of memory at that point. Like a certain point, I remember getting mad, and then the next thing I remember, I'm in the principal's office with my mother, and my mom told me that I had punched that particular bully. I had punched him in the jaw so hard that I actually fractured his jaw. I actually cracked his jaw. I don't remember doing any of that. I don't remember any of that moment at all. I went from feeling angry and getting angry, and then being in the principal's office. Nothing in between. All that is just absolutely just like erased from my brain. So, as I grew up, I always had a fear of myself, wondering what could I potentially do if I was triggered like that again, now that I'm strong. When I was in first grade, I wasn't really a strong kid. I actually had an iron deficiency when I was really young. So I wasn't really strong. So the fact I was able to punch a kid that was literally 2 grades older than me and crack his jaw with a punch, that's incredible for a kid who wasn't very strong. And so as I got older and I got stronger, teens and adult years, and I was physically much more strong, I was always afraid of what would I do if I lost it like that again? I would do so much damage. And it really scared me. I was scared of myself, legit. But over time, and the other thing was, I don't know what would cause that. I don't know what would trigger that. What would be the catalyst for me to become that rage monster again that literally blacked out and cracked the jaw of a kid that was 2 years older than me? What would I do as an adult with I am very strong because I played hockey. I would do a lot of damage, potentially probably even fatal damage. What would trigger that? You know, that's what scared me. As time passed, that feeling wore off. I don't really have that worry anymore because I don't really think there's anything that could trigger me like that anymore. And this has been like probably 15 years since I even thought about those kind of things. So it's probably been long off my mind. Probably would take like something like truly extreme, like this is this is an extreme example that would be literally impossible. Someone were to break into my house specifically to hurt Comet. That would probably do it. But again, that's an extreme circumstance that's impossible to happen. Nobody would break into my house specifically to target Comet. That's an extreme case. So outside of something like that, you know, I can't see any reason why I would do that. So that's not really a problem anymore. But just the fact that I feel I've done a very good job over these 40 years, not letting that type of bully situation thing trigger me in a way that would cause me to lose my mind, because I've gotten very angry over the past 40 years. Yeah, I have, without a doubt. And I remember specifically things that happened to do that and all that. So it's, you know, nothing, I never did anything, but I've gotten certainly very, very angry before, and deservedly so, but not enough to do anything like that. Comment, can you not click stuff? You not click stuff with your ass. Love you, Comment. So I went into a rambling to get to the point of, stop looking at me, Ada, it's weird. Over 4 decades, I have controlled myself very well, I feel, despite the potential for me doing a lot of damage to people or things. But I am starting to grow tired of fighting my own emotions. And so I think I just need to get back on my meds. That's the shorthand. All right, so back to because everybody's been chatting while I've been running my mouth. So it becomes the entire getting you down. Yeah, I mean, when I got home, I was just so angry that I actually got sick. Like I actually got nauseated. That hasn't happened like in God, so many years. I think the maximum dose. I think it's been since October, so I don't remember exactly my dose. I think I take 25 or 50. I think it's 50. I don't know what the maximum dose is, but I think I take 50. Anything physically exhausting, I cuss out long living things a lot. Oh yeah, I mean, I think we all go a little mad sometimes. Yeah, I think everybody has the potential to do something like that, because everybody has a trigger on something. For some, it's way more sensitive than others. For some, it's almost impossible to do, but it can certainly happen. For me, I felt I've done a good job of containing mine. Usually when I get that angry, I shell up and walk away from everything. I'll just shell up. Usually if I'm super quiet, it's probably because I'm super pissed. That'll get your chin rocked with me. Oh, I certainly did. Apparently I rocked it so hard that I literally fractured it. Imagine being so pathetic that you're a bully that young. Joking, obviously, bullies tend to have their own shit going on at home. They take their anger out, et cetera, et cetera. You've heard this before. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember the kid. I just remember that he was a bully and everybody in the school knew it. That's why when that happened, I don't recall like really getting in trouble. Like I'm pretty sure I never got like a suspension or a detention or any kind of like actual punishment, because everybody knew the situation, like in every way. They knew the kid was a bully. They knew I was under a shit ton of stress because my father was literally possibly going to die. He really was. the fact that they all knew that situation because my father and my parents were known to the school up there, so they all understood the situation. Short of probably like a please don't ever do that again, try to control yourself better, I don't recall like ever getting any punishment for it. Again, I don't remember. So I think they all understood. Boys need to have their butts handed to them. Yeah. You're sure to visit Chuck E. Cheese for that? Don't you feel bad for that? I haven't. I never have. It was more of just a surprise to me that I was able to do that kind of damage. Because, like I said, when I was, first grade, you would have been what, 6 years old? Because I would have been 92. I wouldn't have been 7 yet. So it would have been like between 6 and 7. I wasn't very strong. I really was. Like I said, I had an iron deficiency. So I was not a very strong child. It wasn't until I was like, double-digit age that I actually started like, getting stronger and stuff, being able to, lift things and push things without, hurting myself or something. Be effective with strength. So, yeah. Martial arts training help you control it. Breaking my house, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't have any guns, but I have plenty of other weapons that would be very effective at disabling you from life, especially if I were to wield them. I have showed you guys my swords, yeah? And I'm not talking about my penis. Like, I have actual swords. I showed you guys those. But I also have, like, actual, like, wooden rods that will do a fuck ton of damage to you if I decide to swing it at you. 200 is the max dose? Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's what I take. The gentlest people are the worst people mad. Yeah, very true. Very true. Parents teach their kids to fight back. Yeah, obviously you never to see. I think it's all a matter of like generational thing. I think nowadays, if a parent were to try to teach a kid to defend themselves physically, the parents would get in trouble. Like the school would come down on the parent for teaching the kid violence, even though they're probably just teaching him or her self-defense. It would probably end up getting, a finger of shame or some kind of punishment or probably even a lawsuit from the other parents or something. I feel like nowadays something stupid would happen and the parents that were trying to teach the kid to purely defend themselves, would somehow get in trouble. Because I just feel like that's how the world goes. There was another time that I almost got into a fight with another kid. And again, I walked away from that one knowing the potential damage I would do. This time nothing happened. He ended up, we were like in some kind of argument about something. I don't remember what it was, but this was like 6th grade. And the kid literally slapped me. Like he actually straight up, like bitch slapped me right across the face. And, I would have lost it had I not felt that anger building up inside of me in that moment. The combined pain of the sting on my face, combined with just pure unadulterated rage, was just at the tip. I could feel it building up in almost the same way that I felt back in 1st grade. But I walked away. And I think that's probably what saved me from losing my shit on that kid. I might have done severe damage to that child had I not walked away. So that's one of my examples of over 40 years controlling it very well. Coffee. More coffee, you wench. Oh wait, I don't have one of those. I try my best to be respectful and nice because I know what suffering is like. I don't want to see people go through what I went through. My anger is not pretty at all. Yeah, anger is not pretty with anybody. When I was in elementary school, I got in a couple of fights, and one knocked out a kid for 30 minutes. Another one, I broke his jaw. And the last one I remember is that I had another kid expelled. The other thing is, Josh, the thing about it is, take this as a compliment. Please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Your challenge, I think, here's how I look at something like that. I'm not a religious guy, so take this in a unique perspective. But I feel like if there is a God, they balance things, right? If you have a bit of a mental challenge, a mental disability of some sort, they make up for it with godly strength. So yeah, it would not surprise me that you were one tough kid. It would not surprise me at all. Should have rocked his jaw and teabag him. I don't remember what I did. I don't even know if I hit him once. I don't know what happened. I cannot tell you. I just know that I hit him hard enough to crack his jaw. That's only because my mom told me that's what happened. Now, obviously, this is the early '90s. There was no like security footage or anything like that to show me what happened. So I have to go on the word of my mom and the principal. But yeah, so there's another rant about my past. Fucking wrong button. Okay, so how exactly am I supposed to move these boxes in place? Yeah, because God forbid Ada learn how to swim. So there's something else I need to do. God damn it, hit the wrong button. Does that reset the room? It does. Okay. That still doesn't explain how the hell I'm supposed to move those boxes. I've got to set them up in a way they're on a line so Ada can walk across them, but I can't pull a box. And I can't get behind that one. Hmm. So, Ada, I swear to God, use your Asian ass to push that thing over. I need one of those TikTok clips from that what's the guy's name? Is his name John? The guy who did the emotional damage joke? He does all those other like Asian jokes. Those Asian TikTok jokes. That shit is so fucking hilarious, man. Your cousin Timmy has 15 years of knowledge, 15 years of work experience. He's 9. How is that possible? he worked 5 jobs. If we met his kids in real life, we would have been friends. Oh, absolutely, I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh, the club key. I'll be damned. Check. It's in the shape of a club. Cool. Shit. I had a bad home life with my dad, and I wasn't a bully, so that doesn't fly with me. Bullies deserve as good ass kicking like what you did. That's just me. My last comment on it. I mean, agreed. I feel like everybody should be responsible for their own thing, and I guess it all depends on how well you're able to control it. Some people just can't. Some people can't handle the
Ada, did you find anything?
Right here. Think fast. Here's one more.
Ow, my foot, you bitch!
Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
You could have warned me you're chucking an entire ammunition box through there.
Ada!
You broke my toes. Also, she's very strong. You know how heavy? You have any idea how heavy a box of ammunition is? That shit's heavy as fuck, bruh. And she chucked that shit through a vent? Sorry, I'm actually losing. I swear I don't have ADD, but I can't prove otherwise. Would you rather play Claire Obscure with OG1 level bad controls or Legend Dragoon with OG RD1 bad controls? Probably I'd rather do Dragoon with bad controls because, Christ, because at that point it's not really any different than Final Fantasy VII or any other RPG. It really isn't. It's very similar. The only difference is just the movement of the controls. Expedition 33 would be difficult to do in a tank style, because a tank control style, because you're always in a 3D environment over the shoulder. You can't really do a top-down like overview look of Expedition 33's world with the game designed the way it is. You'd have to like modify the controls. You have to modify the camera of the game as well. Whereas like Dragoon, you know, all PS1 games ran with this type of style very similarly. It's all just a 3D model with an image in the background. This background here is just a picture. It's just a JPEG. The game is just designed to where if I walk over here to this point of the picture, I can't walk any further to the right because the game says stop Leon here. So it looks like there's a wall there that I can't walk past, you know? That's how, you know, Final Fantasy VII worked. That's how Legend of Dragoon worked. That's how Final Fantasy VIII was, 9 was. You know, a whole bunch of PS1 titles very much worked in this very similar manner. So it would work better with Legend of Dragoon. Expedition 33, not so much, because it is a fully 3D environment. With the CP challenge, what the hell is that? Controls that are that bad. Well, I mean, it's the tank controls that are bad. That's what makes it bad. So doing RE1 controls and then saying it's controls that are that bad, that's what the controls are. The controls are bad. I don't fully think I can comprehend what you're trying to convey there. Combat of, again, I would rather have Expedition 30, I'd rather have Legend of Dragoon's combat be RE style than Expedition 33. Some of your would you rathers, Evan, can be kind of weird. Panel to release the lock. Descriptions for the plugs. I am tempted to scream at the top of my lungs and hope that I blow my vocal cords out. The remake of RE1. RE1's remake actually has normal controls. It's not tank controls. See, what tank controls are is you push up and your character walks forward no matter what direction the camera is facing. That's tank control. So like if I press up right now, Leon will walk forward. Now he's going to turn left. Now he's going to turn right. Now he's going to walk backwards. That's tank controls. RE1 Remake doesn't have that. RE1 Remake has normal controls that are camera positioned. I mean, I think there's probably an option to turn that on or off, I think. But RE1 Remake has orientation controls. So if the camera is facing Leon and you press up, you're going to walk away from the camera because or no, it wouldn't be Leon, but whoever. You're pressing up, you're going to walk away from the camera because that's forward on the camera. You press back, you're going to walk toward the camera because that's backward toward the camera. Yeah, I was looking at Leon and I was saying, well, you control Leon in RE1. Leon's not in RE1, dumbass. Whoever the hell you're controlling in 1. Jill, Chris, whomever. Give me those plugs. Give me those chest-shaped dildos. Bishop plug. I know I got all 4 of them. Oh, fuck. Do I not have all 4 of them? Are you fucking kidding me? I thought I had all 4 of them. I only have King, Rook, and Bishop? I swear to God. Whatever, I'm gonna take these things in there anyway. Fucking wrong button! Would you rather wear armor that Samus wears, or would you rather wear armor that Master Chief wears? Oh, Master Chief, absolutely. Actually, no, I probably shouldn't be that. I shouldn't be that quick to judge. I was going to say because Master Chief's armor can go in space. Well, Samus goes to space too. Samus also goes underwater, doesn't she? She actually has like underwater levels in her games, and we all know Spartans can never taught to swim. Look, you can morph into a ball with Samus armor. Yeah, I'd rather not do that. I'd rather not have my my bones shatter. Wait, hold on. Okay, so I got to put them in there probably in a specific order. King, Rook, Bishop, Knight. Okay, well, I'm only missing the Knight. King. Fuck. Rook. Bishop. I just need to find the Knight. Okay, you gotta find the Knight plug. I think Samus suit's better in my opinion. Yeah, I was thinking because, like I said, the spacesuit that Samus wears actually goes underwater, so it would give you more flexibility, more places to go. So yeah, I'd probably wear Samus's armor as well. I wouldn't look anywhere near as good in it. Oh yeah, this is definitely different. This is all water now. The spiders in here are dead. Oh, there was water in here before. Okay, so... like a hand cannon? Yeah, kind of Mega Man-ish. But of course, you know, Master Chief has a ton of weaponry at his disposal, as well as being physically boosted by his, you know, well, not cyborg, but like augments. High heat areas. Yeah. Master Chief is quite susceptible to a flamethrower. That's very true. Appears to be open. What was through here? I forgot. There's nothing in here. There's a couple of herbs. Living things don't like being burned. Who knew?
There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
Very informative. You know where the night plug is? He's enhanced human, yeah. He's got all kinds of augments because of the Spartan program. Dr. Halsey's Spartan program. So bad why they didn't put trophies in this. What do you mean, like put in this? This is the PS1 version. Oh fuck! I wasn't done shooting. I think I got him. To be sure. Oh wow, I took a hit and I'm still fine. Why were there two friggin' dudes in here? Why are the liquors back? They have President trophies and PS1 classics. Yeah, they do, because Legend Dragoon has them. I damn near platinum Legend Dragoon my first playthrough, and I wasn't even trying. I wasn't. I damn near got all the trophies. Actually, I'm missing one trophy, Legend of Dragoon, and I wasn't even trying to get it. I wasn't trying to get the plat. Legend of Dragoon almost became my first plat when I wasn't even trying. The only thing I didn't do was fight the dragon spirits before you fight Lavitz's zombie form or undead form. I didn't do those fights. I didn't realize it was a trophy. Here's the worst part: is I tried going back to a previous save before the dragon spirits, so I could fight them and get the trophy for it. But all my saves were after that point, so I couldn't do it. Damn it! I was so close. No, that's very true. That's very true. And the only reason I am playing this is because I want to. Oh, the club key. Okay, maybe the night plug is in here. Because I want to. I'm doing the same thing with 2 and 3 because I want to see the differences between remake and original for myself. And these bitches aren't dead. Swear to God, if any one of you twitch, I'm going to annihilate this room. Any one of you motherfuckers twitch, I'm gonna nuke this room. In fact, I should go get the rocket launcher, just so when one of you twitches, I can nuke this room. Yes, I have infinite rocket launcher, and I'm not afraid to use it. Open the damn things, Leon. Almost called you Joel for some reason. I know these things have got to open. Come on. You're just begging to be opened. Yeah, see, I'm just gonna hold this button down. Fuck this room, I'm out. Like how Raccoon City gets nuked in 3? Yeah, it actually gets nuked in 2. Well, 2 remake. Actually, no, wait. In 2 remake, it doesn't get nuked. It's just the umbrella, it's just the nest that gets destroyed. The nuke comes later, which I still wonder how the hell Claire and Leon survived that, considering they probably weren't able to walk away from Raccoon City before that nuke went off. Do you think Leon is way better character than Joel? In different ways, I can kind of agree. I like Leon way better than I like Chris for sure. Chris, I don't know. I've only experienced Chris in RE1, RE8. Was he in 7? Yeah, he was in 7. RE7, RE8. Yeah, just those 3 games. And I know of his boulder punching antics in one of the in either 5 or 6. I don't know which one it is. And I don't get anything out of him. I don't get anything out of Chris. Chris does not impress me at all. I think Leon is a much cooler character overall. Well, I have a thing for Rebecca. I think Leon is probably my favorite Final Fantasy. Leon's probably my favorite Resident Evil character. There's a machine gun and a side pack. Neither. Can I just not do either one? I want to leave the side pack for Claire. I guess I'll take the machine gun then. Oh, I can just say no. Oh, same thing. I hope Claire gets an infinite weapon too. They decided the only way to deal with Raccoon City's bullshit is drop a literal nuke. Yeah, I know they did that in 3. Yeah, 3 remake. I just don't understand how Leon, Claire, and Sherry get out of Raccoon City before the nuke goes off, or far enough away the nuke doesn't get them. There was no key in here though. I was really hoping for the, or not key, but the night plug. Really hoping for the night plug. Plot armor, well, sure. But still, I'm still going to ask those questions anyway. That's what I do. I pick apart plot. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I already went in here. Didn't find anything other than a bunch of dead bodies. I didn't miss the night plug. Nothing to say about this guy? No. I think partly because I'm not a father, have never been a father, will never be a father. I can't fully empathize with Leon. Fuck, getting backwards again with Joel either. But I can see how a traumatic event as of losing a child, the way that he did, just trying to get him and her someplace safe, and she gets killed by the people that was supposedly supposed to help them, would be, horribly scarring. And he wanted to mend that sort of by saving. I need to go this way. By saving Ellie, and in his own way saving Sarah by proxy. But he also risked the entire future of the world, because apparently Ellie might have at least started the path down the actual cure for the entire cordyceps. I have the club keys. There were club doors in the RPD. Maybe I do need to come back here. Problem is I don't remember which doors needed the club key in RPD. And I can understand his dilemma at the end of part 1, but nothing excuses the canonical ending. The canonical ending being being him killing the doctor that could have come up with the cure. Because yeah, I mean, I think that was, while I understand his reasoning for doing so, here's the other thing that I don't understand is, like, Joel made that decision for Ellie, and the reason was because Ellie was obviously already, anesthetized. She was asleep, not anesthetized. She was asleep. She was knocked out for the operation. Why didn't they? Would it have really been that big of a problem to have just woken her up and let her decide? Because obviously she was going to decide to sacrifice herself anyway. She would have gladly done so. We saw her talk about that in part 2. But yeah, I lied to her. Yeah, obviously, yeah. So I guess it would have been possible for that to have happened, but Leon, God damn it, Leon, Joel never gave him that opportunity. They didn't even say, look, you know what? I don't believe we should be doing this, but let's let her decide. Let's tell her that her potential for saving the world relies on her dying and see if she is okay with that. I don't know. I understand his reasoning from his perspective. I also don't agree with it, but I also think that nobody ever took the opportunity to ask what Ellie would have thought. Nobody thought, hey, let's wake her up or wait till her anesthesia wears off and then ask her if she would be willing to sacrifice herself for the rest of humanity. So yeah, I agree that Joel was extremely selfish in that manner. He's the fucking many, yeah. And then if that point, if Ellie said, if somehow she decided to say, no, I don't want to die for the world, I don't want to die for humanity, and then the Fireflies tried forcing her anyway, oh yeah, then Joel would have been 100% right to kill them all, to get Ellie out of there. But they didn't even give her the chance. The Fireflies didn't give her a chance to decide, and Joel didn't give her a chance to have that decision either. He straight up made that decision for her without any of her input. And so I don't blame Ellie at all for absolutely losing her shit on Joel when she found out in part 2. The fact that it happened to begin with, and the fact that Joel lied to her for however many years is between 1 and 2. So yeah, Joel, without a doubt, I don't think anybody would argue that Joel is not a good guy in Last of Us. Like, he is not, he's a hero character, so to speak, because he's the main character, but he is not a hero. He is not a good guy. His personal guilt from losing Sarah and projecting that onto Ellie caused him to make a decision that literally probably cost the rest of the world their chance at normalcy again. Oh, there's the club door I was looking for. Over cordyceps. The way Abby talks about her dad, he at least would have been reasonable to let them go. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I see the Fireflies brought them to Abby's dad. And yeah, you're probably right. I don't think if Ellie had said, no, I don't want to do this, which again, we're talking in hypotheticals here because I'm like 95% certain that Ellie would have said, yeah, I'm willing to die if it means that my life essentially cures the world of this legitimate zombie plague that's plagued the planet and turned into literal chaos. But let's just say, in some weird twisted circumstance, she decided, no, I don't want to die. I think you're right. I think Abby's dad would have let her go. Now, here's the problem with that is knowing how I don't want to say devoted, but how fanatic the Fireflies could have been, they may have tried to force her anyway. They may have like not just forced her, but also forced Abby's dad. They may have tried, even if Ellie said no and they tried to walk away and the Fireflies wouldn't let him, and let's say Ellie and Joel managed to escape, they might still try to pursue them, capture Ellie, and then force Abby's dad to perform the research on Ellie anyway. So it may have just been a no-win situation regardless. It may have been a catch-22. Either she dies voluntarily or she's forced to by the Fireflies, you know? Yeah, we can kill everyone. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's... If Joel, Ellie, and Abby's dad, I don't know if we ever got his name, so we just keep calling him Abby's dad, and Abby's dad were like sitting down and was like, hey, look, we can heal the world of the cordyceps, but you will unfortunately not survive the procedure. Are you okay with this? Ellie says no. Abby's dad goes, okay, I'm not going to force you to do it. My Hippocratic oath, assuming that he still follows that, wouldn't allow it, so I'm going to let you two go. And then they try to leave. The Fireflies force them to stay, or if they try, so they got to fight their way out. And then they eventually, somewhere down the line, probably capture them anyway. And then they force Abby's dad to do it, because apparently Abby's dad is the only one in the world, which also kind of, I found was a little bit conveniently inconvenient, that Abby's dad, of all the people in all of the world, because I assume that the entire world is infected by cordyceps. Like, it's not just the United States, even though the majority of the game takes place in the US. I assume the whole world is infected with cordyceps in some way, right? You're gonna tell me that of all the people in all the world that are left alive and uninfected, that Abby's dad is the only person in the world with enough medical knowledge to perform this procedure? I'm sorry, that's a little hard to believe. That's a little hard for me to accept. Even in an apocalyptic world like Last of Us. Akira would have come out for probably another 5+ years. Yeah, that's very true. It would have been, if he magically somehow was the only one to be able to create, synthesize, whatever, this cure for the cordyceps, if he had to do it by himself, it would have taken way longer than 5 years, probably 25 years. It might have been the last thing he literally did before he died of old age. Hello, Silent Night. Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Doing some OGRE2. And almost he probably would have returned for another 20+ years. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, how long did it take? Oh, there's a cog there. How long did it take humanity, in modern day humanity, with modern day science and modern day technology, to recover from COVID? 2 years? 3 years, give or take? I think people stopped really worrying about masks and possibly getting sick from COVID and all that stuff. Probably around 2022, 2023, right? Give or take, somewhere around in there. So that's with society still fully, operational in every way, just everybody was staying home to avoid getting sick, right? So it still took about 3 or 4 years before normalcy came back to modern day Earth. So yeah, in that situation where the entire world is in a apocalyptic state, oh yeah, a couple of decades would be speed running it. Like the Queen, the King, and the Jack, then the carriage will start running. Liked the Queen, the King, and the Jack, then the carriage will start running. So I need to find playing cards. And obviously the cordyceps, however you spell it, the way is fucking worse. Yeah, it's way worse, obviously way worse than COVID. Yeah, and like I said, society didn't collapse and we turned into an entire nation or entire world of fighting for survival by just walking out the front door and shooting anybody that gets remotely close to your food. The worst thing that got hoarded was toilet paper, which turned into a meme. And humanity recovered within, 3 or 4 years for the most part. So yeah, absolutely. That society would take way longer to recover. Hell, Joel would probably be dead of old age by the time that that happened. Okay, so we got what? We read these. Number 11 has been etched. Number 12 has been etched. 13 has been etched. Well, I mean, I see 2 males and a female here, so I was thinking this is the king, queen, and jack, but which one's the king? Which one's the jack? I know which one the queen is. I see titties. If it ever did, yeah. I would think if cordyceps completely disappeared, then there would be people to rebuild governments, to rebuild society. It would still obviously take a very long time, but they would still be able to rebuild some semblance of civilization again. I feel like this is something. You can light a fire here. It's already lit. Well, ye fucking ha! What did that do? What did that do? We turn the faucet on. What? Oh, fuck. King, queen, jack. No, that doesn't make sense. Number 11 has been etched. 11 is jack. That makes no sense. I'm thinking playing cards. Jack is 11, queen is 12, king is 13. Unless these busts are wrong or are incorrectly placed, that looks like a pair of tits there on the right. That means that should be the queen. All right, I'll go with card rules. So it said king, queen, jack. Fuck, I forgot already. Like the queen, the king, and the jack. Queen, king, jack. Queen, king, jack. I want to go on the busts designs first. So I'm going to go queen, king. Talk to it, Leon. Jack. I'm going to assume this one in the middle is jack. Okay, fuck me then. Queen, king, jack. So 12, 13, 11. Makes no sense. Okay. There's little jack, king, queen, since the more or less the order of the actual cards. It's actually not, though. Cards are ace through 10 and jack, queen, king. Jack being 11, queen being 12, king being 13. The fact that the queen is 13 is what was throwing me off. Film. All right, what kind of bullshit are you going to tell me about? You're going to show me here with this? I found the cog So that's good. We can go back to the clock tower, wherever the fuck that was. But still haven't found the night plug yet. Hi there, again. Okay, so where was the clock tower? Where was the cog room? Without labels on the map, it doesn't really help me figure out where it is. Where was I when I went into it? It was double doors, right? Nope, this is not the right place. Yeah, you discard the key and let's try this door. This obviously isn't where the cog goes because it's a different room. Oh, you're going to get up on me, I know it. Oh, wow, the Magnum. Cool. Are you going to get up? Watchman's Diary. August 11th. I finally had the chance to see blue skies for the first time in ages, but it did little to lift my spirits. I was reprimanded by the chief for neglecting my duties while I was up on the clock tower. There's only one thing I still don't understand. The chief seemed to be more concerned about the fact that I was up on the tower rather than that I was neglecting my duties. Why was access to the tower prohibited in the first place anyway? Number 5th. I recently talked to the old man who works in the scrapyard out back. His name is Thomas. He's a quiet man and really seems to enjoy chess. He even went so far as to design a special key and lock engraved with chess pieces on them for one of the doors in the disposal yard. We made plans to play chess tomorrow night. I can't help but wonder how good he is. One thing that's been bothering me about him is the way that he always scratching himself. Does he have some kind of skin disease, or is he just rude? September 9th. Thomas was a much better player than I had imagined. I used to think of myself as a fairly decent player, but he did a pretty good job of humbling me. About the only thing I imagined that could match his skills in chess is his appetite. All the guy did was talk about food throughout the entire game. He sounded fairly healthy, but he didn't look quite right. I wonder if he's okay. Number 12. I was supposed to play another game of chess with Thomas, but we had to cancel it because he hasn't been feeling too well. He stopped by to see me, but I told him to go back and rest since he's literally looked like the Walking Dead. That should have been your first clue, genius. He insisted that he was just fine, but I could tell he was really having problems. Come to think of it, I haven't been feeling too good myself lately. It's almost like I've become infected with some weird zombie disease. But that's not possible, right? That's ridiculous. And he died. Shotgun shells, sure. Probably gonna put those shotgun shells somewhere before I end up running out of space. Okay, well. Sure. No night plug on this wall. I'm probably about to totally jinx it, but I'm still surprised I have not encountered Mr. X yet. Um... Is this the clock tower? No. Clock tower, where you be? I need to find you ASAP. Probably save. I haven't saved in a minute. Oh, safe room. Okay, well, no, not what I need. Where was clock tower? Back in the lobby. I don't think that was anywhere near. What the fuck? Okay, wasn't expecting a liquor there. This is the library, right? Yeah. Well, that's inconvenient. I don't know where they are. Where's the window in this place? Where are they coming from? They busted through a window, but where? There's no windows in this room. I'm so confused. This might be it. Hey! Progression! Stick the cog in, bitch! No. Shove that cog in. Stick it in real good and hard. Use. Push the switch. Da-da-da-da! Well, gotcha. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, night plug. I was looking for you. Oh, dust chute. Will you jump down? After I save. Geronimo! Eee! Ow, my ankles. My sensitive ankle tendons.
No! Get away!
Oh, hey, look, it's Mr. X. Oh, is that Birkin? Fuck, it's Birkin. Okay, hang on. How easy would it be for me to get to the dark room? Because I want to know what's in that film. Is it okay? Well, nobody probably knows in the chat. Does anybody know what's on that film that I got? is it worth going to get? The raid boss in 14 that turns into a full-on RE boss eyes and everything, and doesn't surprise me. I don't know what RE's obsession is. I don't know what Capcom's obsession is with eyes in their RE games, but goddamn, they love them some eyes. I wonder if I should go back and find go load the previous save and go find the dark room and check out what's on that film. So far, hasn't. I mean, I've only seen one picture from the film. I've only developed one film, so I don't know if it's actually worth anything. I don't know if it's gonna I don't think it's gonna unlock any secrets or anything.
Ben,
Oh, you're not dead.
can you still hear me? Come on, answer. Damn, I don't believe this. I almost got the story. Ben. Bitter irony. The chief of police, a co-conspirator. Get that scum. Make him pay. Hang in there, Ben. Oh, my chest. It's burning.
Oh no, he's gonna have a chest burster come out of him like a xenomorph. Okay. No xenomorph ever did that.
Good God, what was that?
Leon just watched it walk away. Leon just was like, oh, well, there it goes. Well, I could shoot it, but... Oh, Ada, titties. What? Huh? What? That's exactly what happened there. Let me take a look, see here. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, though, that Final Fantasy used an RE-type creature. I mean, let's face it. What is Genova? Yeah, it's eyeball as fuck right there. Doesn't Final Fantasy VII predate RE1? Actually, no, it doesn't. Final Fantasy VII came out in 1997. Resident Evil 8 came out in 1998. Well, okay, Resident Evil 2 came out in 98. RE1 came out in 95? 94, 95? Something like that. But no, RE7 definitely did not predate RE1. Mail to the Chief. To Mr. Brian Irons. Brian? Was his name Brian in the remake? I guess I don't really remember. I just knew him as Chief Irons. I guess I never really paid attention before. Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. We have lost the Mansion Lab facility due to the actions of the renegade operative Albert Wesker. Fortunately, his interference will have no lasting effects upon our continued virus research. Our only present concern is the presence of the remaining STARS members, Redfield, Valentine, Burton, Chambers, and Vickers. If it comes to light that the STARS have any evidence as to the activity of our research, dispose of them in such a manner that would appear to be purely accidental. Continue to monitor their progress and make certain their knowledge does not go public. Annette will continue to be your contact throughout this affair. William Birkin. Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of Police. I deposited the amount of US $10,000 to the account per your services this term, or for your services this term as per our agreement. The development of the G-Virus schedule to replace the T-Virus is near completion. Once completed, I am certain that I will be appointed to be a member of the Executive Board for Umbrella Incorporated. It is imperative that we proceed with extreme caution. Redfield and the remaining STARS members are still attempting to uncover information on the project. Continue to monitor their activities and block all attempts to investigate the underground research facilities. William Birkin. To Brian Irons, we have a problem. I have received information informing me that Umbrella HQ has sent spies to recover my research on the G-Virus. There are an unknown number of agents involved. They must not be allowed to take this project away from me, as it represents my entire life's work. Search the city thoroughly for any suspicious persons. Detain any such individuals by whatever means deemed necessary, and contact me immediately through Annette. With these precautions, any possible threat should be eliminated. I will not allow anyone to steal my work on the G-Virus, not even Umbrella. William Birkin. And then he became the Birkin.
Where are you going, Ada?
To the chemical plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Ada, wait! Hey!
Isn't that like the second time he said 808?
We now have access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
Hello, Kingdom Hearts. Thank you for contributing to the I'm on Observation Duty challenge. Yeah, RE1 is like 90, 94, 95, something like that. And Final Fantasy 7 came out in 97, so yeah. But 7 definitely does not predate RE1, not by a long shot. We're doing good, Kingdom. How about yourself? Let's see. So now we have what? We have the night key. We have returned to the RPD, so I can probably find the dark room and develop that photograph. I'm honestly, I know I keep saying this, but I'm honestly truly surprised how well I'm doing. Oh, fuck me. Anyway, okay. You're playing RE9 tomorrow? Nice, nice. I probably won't be playing it for a while because it's a brand new game, so I'm not really, you know, I try not to play brand new games day one because people usually don't show up for those because they don't want spoilers, which I understand. There's gonna be some exceptions, like when Final Fantasy Remake Part 3 comes out, I'm playing that day one. Don't give a fuck if I've got one viewer or 20. I get 20, but still, you know what I mean. But RE9, I do want to play eventually, but I'm not gonna like jump to get it day one. Get in the door. Okay, so we need to go through here. Where was the dark room? It was like one of the first, it was actually one of the first safe rooms, I think. Well, by the time Final Fantasy 7 Part 3 comes out, that means I would have to blow up within a year. That's not happening. Because Final Fantasy 7 Part 3 is coming out in, I'm going to assume beginning of 27, but for sure it's going to be sometime in 27. 30-year anniversary and all that. Launch time for the PS6? Nah. PS6 isn't come out until like after 2030. Wait, was this? That wasn't the safe room. Wasn't the room with the safe room with the dark room. definitely not. You're supposed to legalize pot in Texas in 2027. Well, that'll certainly keep people from. That'll certainly allow people to get access to it that don't already. Oh wait. I honestly don't care. I honestly don't care. When's KH4? Probably 2050. I would, if I were to actually make a legit guess, KH4 will probably be. First of all, we need to see some. We need to see a trailer of progress. We need to see some kind of reveal of some kind of progress that they've done in the game. That first trailer that came out for RE4 was what? 2017, 2018? When was the very first KH4 trailer, Kingdom? I know you know. But we also have so much going on right now. So much has been going on since then. Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Part 2 and Part 3, or Part 1, 2, and 3. Potentially, Final Fantasy 17 will probably... See, right now they're focusing on Final Fantasy 7 Part 3. So, after Part 3 in 2027, they'll probably start putting some resources toward either the next mainline Final Fantasy, which would be 17, or possibly they might filter some resources into Kingdom Hearts 4. If they're not already working on Final Fantasy 17, then probably we'll see Kingdom Hearts 4 as the next big title out of Square. If not, it'll be Final Fantasy 17 before Kingdom Hearts 4. Did I say RE4? Sorry, I meant Kingdom Hearts. I meant Kingdom Hearts 4. Was it 2016? I really don't remember. I know it's been a long fucking time. This is the dark room. I'm pretty sure of it. 17 won't expect to see until 28, 29. Oh no, it won't be that soon. No, we won't see 17 until probably 2030. We won't see 17 until 2030 because, like I said, a majority of their resources is focused on 7 Part 3. Use. A dead guy. Great picture. Pictured in front of the Arcus Taylor regressed into a zombie within 2 hours. Subject repeatedly complained about severe agitation of the epidermis in addition to feelings of nausea. This happened up to the moment he lost consciousness. Picture by R. Lambert. Well, that was useful information. And by useful, I mean not. All right, let's store this stuff. Store the handgun bullets. Store the magnum. I don't know if I should put a fade spray on me just in case. I better have some kind of insurance just in case shit goes south. I mean, I've got a full auto, infinite ammunition weapon. I shouldn't have a problem, but you never know. Shit can go south at any time. This is a Resident Evil game. They're Organ 17 to some degree. They're probably working on like the base outline of the story. They probably don't have anything programmed at all. They probably don't even have. They might have concept art of main characters and possibly locations, but they haven't planned anything as far as gameplay yet. The only thing they probably planned is like what they're going to do as far as like what kind of game it's going to be. They're not going to make Final Fantasy 17 turn-based like Expedition 33. We won't see a turn. If they do try to follow in Expedition 33's footsteps, we won't see a turn-based Final Fantasy until probably Final Fantasy 18 or maybe even 19, depending on how quickly the old heads at Square get their head out of their ass and let the people make what they want to make. You see, what they're doing, the thing about Square is they want to make games that are not, they want to make Final Fantasies that are not turn-based, because they always want to get away from that. That's why the Final Fantasy games, as they progressed, have moved further and further away from turn-based, because they didn't want to be turn-based to begin with. They were turn-based to begin with because that was technology at the time. That was the limitations of the NES, SNES, to an extent, the PS1. So they kind of went for, at a certain point, they were going on tradition that their Final Fantasies were turn-based. And then they realized that they could start going a little more away from turn-based and have a little more action-based. So that's when you started seeing even their turn-based hybrid games like 12 and 13 had some sort of turn-based to them, but still had like an action hybrid kind of thing. And then we get into 15, which is completely action-based. 16, which is damn near Devil May Cry meets Final Fantasy. 17 is not going to go that route either. 17 is going to go that route as well. 17 is going to be probably not quite as Devil May Cry-ish as 16, but we're not going to see turn-based anything from Final Fantasy until probably 18 or 19, because there's just going to be too many people at Square running the Square side of things that are just so adamant about making them that way. And here's the reason why I think that's okay. People need to, this is going to kind of go off in another conversation, so let me roll with me here on this. People make the best games when they can make the games out of passion, not because it's popular or because it's the trend, which is the same thing as popular, or because the corporate entity said, this is the type of game I want you to make because this is the type of game that makes money. Take a look at 2025 and the indie progress that was made. And the biggest, not just video games, but biggest things in media and entertainment to come out of 2025 that were made by independents. Obviously, we're referring to Expedition 33 from Sandfall, but also look at the movie, a really popular, really big movie of 2025. Was it made by Paramount or Universal or something like that? No. It was Iron Lung, made by Markiplier, the YouTuber. He self-funded the entire movie of Iron Lung and has already made back 10 times that amount. Last I heard, Iron Lung made over $30 million. He put $3 million into it. So yeah, one of the biggest movies to come out of 2025 was an independent film by a YouTuber. Granted, he had a lot of help from, he didn't make it himself. He had a lot of help, but it was from an independent director, which is a YouTuber. The biggest video game to come out of 2025 is Expedition 33, obviously. Why? Because Markiplier had a passion. He had a plan, he had a goal, and he had pursued that goal with a passion. Sandfall wanted to make a turn-based RPG that had like Souls-like mechanics because that was their passion. So they put all their effort into it because that was the passion they wanted to make. And we came out with two I haven't watched Iron Lung. I'm going on numbers, but Iron Lung and Expedition 33 turned out to be two of the best things to come out of 2025 as far as entertainment. When you have corporations that run developments, all they see are numbers. All they see are trends. All they see are, okay, Devil May Cry type games right now are super popular, so our next Final Fantasy game is going to be a Devil May Cry-ish game because that's what's going to make us money. And the devs go, But when we want to make a turn-based Final Fantasy, we don't care. Turn-based Final Fantasy isn't going to make us money. Right now, Devil May Cry's are going to make us money. Go make Final Fantasy Devil May Cry, and we get Final Fantasy 16. Once the head people of a corporation stop thinking with their pocketbooks or with their ledgers or with their overhead, and start thinking about having the developers make games that they are passionate about, games will get better. Games will actually come out and be good because the developers are passionate about what they're making. They're not making games because the corporate says, this is the game I want you to make. I really love 16 combat myself. I mean, I don't hate 16 either. I don't. If they're going to do their turn-based Final Fantasy, we'll wait till 19. Yeah, exactly. 18, maybe. 19, likely. Again, it will depend on who is running the corporate offices when 18/19 comes around. And yeah, nothing wrong with 16's combat. I thought it was pretty fun too. Me personally, I don't think Final Fantasy 16 is a good Final Fantasy game. I don't. I'll be perfectly blunt. I don't think Final Fantasy 16 is a good Final Fantasy game. I think it's a fantastic game in and of itself. I think it's a fantastic action game, action RPG-ish game. If they took the Final Fantasy title out of it, let's just say they called the game War of the Icons, which would be a fitting title for the game. First of all, it wouldn't make anywhere near as much attention because doesn't have Final Fantasy in the title. But it would be, at least in my only opinion, more acceptable because it isn't a Final Fantasy game. It doesn't have to hold up, doesn't have to live up to the high standards that is a Final Fantasy game. So, that's just that point. So yeah, I don't think 16's combat is bad. I just don't think it's a good Final Fantasy game. And the other thing that I had a problem with was the side quests being so goddamn boring. But that would have been a complaint even if it wasn't a Final Fantasy game. Because frankly, Final Fantasy has never been about the combat. It's always been about the story and characters. It's all about a package deal with Final Fantasy. Because Final Fantasy games, each one, especially since actually each one and throughout the series, has progressively changed how you can approach the combat. Each of the systems of each game, while still very similar, have striking differences between the previous version. And again, by opposite comparison to the next one. Final Fantasy VII, for instance, has a materia system where you have to equip materia on a character and then they can cast that magic or that skill that materia has. If you take that materia that has that fire spell and you move it from character 1 to character 2, character 1 can't cast that fire spell anymore, but character 2 can. You don't get that in other Final Fantasies. What you got kind of close to that is Final Fantasy VI with the not Eidolons, the Espers. Espers, they had special abilities that were tied into them, and once you mastered those abilities, then they kept those abilities. But you don't get that in 7. Go on to 8, where you have still have a turn-based combat system, just like 7, but you equip, it's sort of like combined 6 and 7, sort of. You have your GFs, which are your summons, which have all of your abilities. And then you take those abilities, and those abilities only apply to whoever has that Guardian Force equipped. If you move that Guardian Force from Squall to Selphie, suddenly Squall can't cast fire anymore because all those spells are on Selphie. Or Selphie has the health boost because she has Ifrit equipped, and that boost doesn't go to Squall anymore. The difference being there is that those GFs in 8 affect all of your stats, whereas materia in 7, they kind of affect your stats, but not really, because you also have to equip spells. You have to junction those spells to those stat changes that GF offers you in order to get those bonuses from those stats. Then you go to Final Fantasy IX, where you can learn skills, whether it be spells or attack skills or whatever, by equipping weapons, armor, accessories, etc. And then once you do enough battles with that armor equipped, that particular spell becomes permanent to that character, so you can move that weapon or armor to someone else, and then they can learn that spell if they want to, if they can. Some are locked out, obviously. Like you can't get Zidane to cast a summon, but you get what I mean. Final Fantasy X, still a turn-based combat system, but obviously approaches it very differently. You can change characters during combat in 10. Who couldn't do that before? And Sandfall being one of the best games ever made in the last 20 years. And why is that? Why do they make the best games of the past 20 years? Was it because it was a new thing that came out that hasn't been done in a long time? Nope, that's not the reason. Because there's been plenty of turn-based RPGs that have come out of the past 20 years. Many of them very, very good. So it wasn't that. Well, then what is it then? Well, is it maybe the music? Maybe no other games have come out that's had really good music in the last 20 years. No, that's not true either. Granted, X33's music is insanely good, but there's been other games that has exceptional music over the past 2 decades. Well, it must be the characters, right? I'm sure the characters of Expedition 33 are unique and they haven't really been imitated that well. And not really either, because if you really break it down, there's a lot of Final Fantasy X in Expedition 33. There's a lot. Dream World Zanarkand and the canvas of X33. I'm seeing some equality here. I'm seeing some parallels here. Just saying. So that's not the case. You know what it was? The passion that Sandfall put into it. They wanted to make a turn-based JRPG, and they put all their effort, all their passion, all their skills into making this game the best that it could. And guess what? It came out great. Why? Because they wanted to make that game. They did not make Expedition 33 because some corporate entity said, we want this type of game. First of all, there's no corporation that would be willing to risk a turn-based RPG like Expedition 33 to exist. They wouldn't. It just would not. It would not have happened. If Guillaume Broche and the people that worked for Sandfall were still at Ubisoft, Ubisoft would never approve a turn-based RPG like Expedition 33. Never. Because to Ubisoft's eyes, that doesn't make them money. Because that's old school shit. That's old school gaming. Nobody wants that shit anymore. They want the Far Cries. They want the Assassin's Creed. They want all the shit that Ubisoft makes. But because they had a passion to make a JRPG, Sandfall, they made one of the best ones that's been around for a good long while. That's what's been missing from the video game community or the video game development community, rather, for the past at least a console generation, maybe 2. So I went on another rant. Yes, because it had excellent overall package and obviously clearly made with passion, yes. Tell me also why Atomfall sucks. I don't know anything about Atomfall. Also, hi Chris, welcome in. I think X33 is overall a way better game than Final Fantasy X, which is already fantastic. Yeah, I would say that Expedition 33 is better than every Final Fantasy game that I've played, except probably 7, and that's only because 7 is a nostalgia trip for me. It was my first JRPG that I ever played, and so it's going to hold a spot up there that will never be taken down. Nothing, I don't think, will ever surpass Final Fantasy VII. Now, Expedition 33 got really goddamn close. Like, we were looking at a ladder, and like Final Fantasy VII is on the top rung of that ladder. Expedition 33 is hanging off that top ladder, off that top rung. Like, they're gripped onto that top rung, trying to get up there. They're that close. It is super close. Expedition 33, to me, is even better than Chrono Trigger. And it's like third place right behind that. So yeah. And I love Final Fantasy X as well, just to be clear. I'm not talking shit about 10. 10 is a fantastic game, I love it. Probably my second favorite Final Fantasy behind 7. Hello Eternal, welcome in. You played this game? This is my first time playing the original. And I'm actually really surprised how well I'm doing, Granted, I am using an infinite ammo SMG, so a little bit of cheating there because I'm using a range mode, but I haven't gotten lost to an extent that it's frustrated me or pissed me off or anything. So I actually feel I'm doing a really good job during this playthrough. Whereas like RE1, my God, I got so pissed off and so frustrated so many goddamn times. Okay, so that said, what the fuck am I doing? I have the night plug. We need to go back to the sewers and plug the night plug in. So what is the quickest way to do that? That's really hilarious that a bunch of Sandfall devs were ex-Ubisoft devs. Yeah. Yeah. Guillaume Broach, as well as a vast majority of like the experience, because they got a bunch of people that were new and never built a game before. You can kind of tell there are some flaws to Expedition 33 that are evident that some of those people were not all experts. There were some newbies to it. Like a lot of the biggest things you can tell is the collisions of the environment, how many times you get stuck on the environment just like walking. That's kind of a sign of inexperience when it comes to development. So, you know, again, it's not a perfect game, obviously, but, you know, the vast majority of the devs were former Ubisoft devs that were actually really sick of the corporate bullshit, especially coming from Ubisoft of all people. Enjoy yourself. I'm trying it. I'm trying it, Eternal. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I am having. Oh, that's just the electricity there. I thought it was another monster, another like liquor or something. Turok is better than everything else. I can't agree. Turok 1 was fun, was good, but there's other shooters that are better in my opinion. And Turok 2, Turok 2 to me was a disappointment because Turok is a dinosaur hunter. There ain't no fucking dinosaurs in Turok 2. You know what? Did I ever? Okay, open the thing. Gonna watch Krim get eaten by zombies. Oh. I mean, when I first started this game and I did normal mode without the range mode, I didn't even get to the RPD before I was limping bad. I was in red danger by the time I got to the RPD. So I'm like, oh God. And then I found out a range mode had an infinite SMG, and I'm like, bingo, we're playing this. What's range mode even do? It gives you, the shorthand gives you 3 infinite weapons. It gives you 3 infinite weapons. You get infinite SMG, infinite rocket launcher, and infinite minigun. I'm only using the infinite SMG. I didn't want to like overly cheat and use the rocket launcher everywhere. So I'm just using the SMG. And I'm hoping that a range mode for Claire's side will do the same thing. So I can just only hope. Makes it fun. Yeah. I mean, I don't really want to, despite my lack of talent, I try not to cheat in games anymore unless it's just really frustrating me, like Parasite Eve 2. I don't need to be up here, that's for sure. Wait, no, I do want to be up here. I can take the shortcut back to the sewers. Back in. So I kind of felt like it was a little bit like cheating, but also the fact that I'm still not great with tank controls. This is literally my first tank control game, so I wanted to have the infinite gun for help. I probably could do the game without it now that I'm kind of getting used to it, but I'm having fun with the infinite gun. Besides, I know shit's about to go down pretty soon, because we just saw Birkin. I haven't seen Mr. X yet, and I'm pretty sure both of them are going to violate my asshole. Which reminds me. Save. Okay, so we saw Ada. We saw this guy get split open. I don't know what I need to do with this. Need to go through the garage. Yeah, wait. No. I need to go back into the sewers, which is past the jail cells where the dogs were. Which was... not here. This door? Yeah, right there. I see Wesker among those emotes. Sploosha, sploosha, sploosha. Sploosha, sploosha, sploosha. Hi, Birkin. Not Birkin. Is it? Yeah, maybe it is. Holy Jesus. Ah, got my dick! How the fuck do I get these things off me? Oh, shit. Get off my ass, literally! Go through the fucking door. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is not going well. That was a bad start. Oh, shit. I only have one heal. Oh, fuck. Well, this got challenging all of a sudden. 3 short hours and then RE9. Well, I won't be doing RE9 for a while. I don't know if I should try to take them on and say this is a full heal. I think I should wait till I'm almost dead before doing that. Will this reset the room? Give me some room to work? But I killed one of them. How did someone get on me? I was shooting them. Damn it. Get the door, get the door, get the door! I can't see! I think now's the time for the fade spray. Now's the time to spray myself with green goo. He just wants hugs. No, he wants to violate my asshole is what he wants. Oh, yeah. Damn it. How am I supposed to deal with this? Crap. Yep. My first death. Okay, I'm not sure how to deal with that. Infinite ammo weapon. Yeah. Shit. Still went the wrong way. Cheating and I'm still losing. Yeah. Turn the fuck around. Not quite sure how to broach that situation. I gotta try to shoot the... I assume that's Birkin. I gotta try to shoot Birkin while he's spewing his little sperm guys at me. I assume I've got to hit his weak spot, which is hard to do considering I have no auto aim. Fuck. Well, I guess I will go here. How did I miss my turn? You do a really good job of playing up you sucking for the content. Where did you learn acting skills? Can't you tell I'm a professional actor? Ow, fucking... I pretend that I'm a lonely, sad guy with no girlfriend, no family to speak of, no... I can't act that well. What if I should bring the minigun? What if I should bring the minigun or the rocket launcher? Okay, so I have 2 fade sprays. I've got mixed herb. So I have 3 heals. You know what? I'm also going to use an ink ribbon and make an official save. Always rocket launcher. I thought about it. I'm going to try to get him without it. That back up. I'm going to try to get him without it. I've got 2 full heals, and I'm not sure what blue and green does, but it's going to be a heal. You pooped your pants? Well, go clean it up. Not my fault. So, how did I get back to... Oh, no, it's right here. I just missed my... Okay, so it's right here. All right. Hello, Comet. I need you to get somewhere because I got to fight a hard boss. I need your furry butt not to get in my way. I need to see this ugly monster, and I need not furry butt in way, okay? Click things and mess things up. You go to the police station, you go to the shower, grab the dildo and beat him up. If there was one, I wouldn't mind giving it a try. That'd be funny. Now I want to play Saints Row 3. I think you can actually get a baseball bat dildo in that game. It's called the Penetrator. It's a legit thing. Look it up. I should play Saints Row 3 for stream. It'd be funny as hell. This is San Andreas. Can't see shit. I'm just gonna hold this button down. Did I kill it? Fuck you! Okay. Keep shooting. Yeah, I thought about it. What safe measure? Okay. I think we're fine. We don't know the comment likes to put his button away. God damn, don't we know it? Right, bud? Comment got hit on earlier by a chick in her stream. Funny, I got all equipped up and prepped up for that fight, and I managed to get him in one try. All right, shove that knight in its hole. Boosh. What'd that do? Phrasing? I know what I said. I was here when I said it. That opened this up? Nope. So what did that button do? What did those things do? Wait. There's a door in there? Oh, there's a door there. God damn, I could hardly tell. I didn't know what that button did. I didn't realize that it unlocked that. I didn't realize that was even a door. Oh, I just wanted to shoot you.
Ada!
Where did you come from, by the way? You just dropped down from the ceiling somehow?
What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid. Those zombies are everywhere. Not to mention that thing that got Ben.
I was there, Leon. I know.
Look, Ada. As an officer, it's my job to look out for you. But we're not going to get through this alive if we don't work together. Okay?
All right. We'll do this your way for now.
Right. And you fell for that? You ready to move tomorrow? Oh, have fun with that. We're gonna play hard, but you better nut up because I've swallowed just about as much as I can take of you. Yep. Yeah, that's kind of what's one of the things that's bothering me is I might have to start preparing to move if my job gets outsourced. I gotta hope I can find a job in Dallas. I'm not staying here. Oh, that's cool. The water actually like changes animation depending on if you're standing in front of it or not. That's actually a pretty neat detail. And it varies depending on how close you are to the water source. Okay. All right, Capcom, I see you with your details there. All right, I'll give that to you. A couple of blue herbs there. Probably a hint of something I need to be worried about. I should have grabbed those blue herbs and threw them in that chest. Can she die? That would suck if she had to die. If she could die and I had to get game over. That would be kind of bullshit. Are they in the locker? Trying to get that note on the table. Ada, can you reach this note on the table? Apparently my hands can't reach past this gun. User list of the connecting facility. On the first and third Wednesdays of the month, Angelica Margaret, Chief of Maintenance, will make use of the facilities. Be sure to reduce the moisture levels in the facility by activating the fan, as the equipment she will be using is susceptible to the effects of water vapors. On the 28th of every month, the chemical transporter Don Weller will use the facility. The chemicals he will be transporting are extremely volatile. Extreme caution should be observed throughout their transport. On the 6th and 8th, 16th of every month, Police Chief Brian Irons will visit the facility to attend the regular meetings that take place in the lab. On the 4th Friday of every month, William Birkin will use the facility to conduct a training seminar for the Chicago branch of Umbrella Incorporated. As the probability of an attack upon Dr. Birkin will be high, take every measure conceivable to guard his life. You will be informed of all other potential visitors and times when they will arrive as needed. Guide these individuals to their destination safely. We expect nothing from the best of you. Charles Coleman, Secretary-Chief, Umbrella Headquarters. All right. Throw the handgun bullets in there. I have a Magnum and 8 Magnum rounds, but I haven't. But I don't have any more. I don't have any additional. Magnum rounds. Okay, let's make a manual save here. Thing over here. Oh, hello. Hello, elevator. Hop aboard. It's a close fit. So it's close snug fit. So you might want to hang on to me, Ada. Wink. Hang on to me lower. I'm guessing that's a net. Her hair's a lot shorter in this version.
Leon, that woman was... I have to talk to her.
I'm fine, by the way. Damn it, I have no weapons. I have limited weapons again. I'm fine though, thanks for asking. He has lost consciousness due to shock from the bullet wound. The wound does not seem to be mortal. He lost consciousness from the shock of the bullet wound? I don't think that's how that works. Granted, I have never been shot. I would like to keep that streak going. Oh wait, there's 2 different elevators here. I'm gonna guess if I try to use this, she'll say, I need to go after Annette. Or it's not even have a control panel. There's just so much up in the air about the move and stuff. About the potential, for having to move and all that. Oh, fuck. No, I'm not fighting spiders with Ada Wong and a pistol. No. Just no. I like the slot at the end of the ladder. Well, there's a fan up there. Can she get past the ladder without getting chopped up? I guess the answer is yes. Oh, fucking... can't shoot roaches! Oh my God, run! Just fucking run! How much health did I lose? She's not leaning. I'm still fine. I got bit like by 30 roaches. They not do anything to me? Fan regulator. You can stop the rotation of the fan briefly. I don't need to. Unless it kills the bugs in there. Oh. Okay. You're a scientist with a really good shot.
You're the one who's with that cop, if I'm not mistaken. Identify yourself.
Can you speak up, Annette? I can't hear you over the music.
Ada Wong.
Ada Wong. I've heard that name before. Now I remember. One of
She does not have the same hairstyle as she does in Remake.
Virus research used his girlfriend's name as his password. Ada and John, I believe.
How did you know? Who are you?
Annette Birkin. My husband is the man responsible for the creation of the T-virus. William Birkin.
What?
John's dead. He became one of those zombies. My condolences. And although I regret this, you will be joining him shortly. I won't let anyone take the G-virus away from me.
G-virus?
It's capable of creating the ultimate bioweapon. Its potential is even greater than that of the T-virus.
Thank you for explaining that to us without any prior NDAs or anything.
Precisely. My husband, William. And it's
Look at the upside though, Ada. Now that John's dead, you're single again. You can go bang Leon, not feel bad about
to
it.
steal his research away from him.
Oh, fancy cutscene.
This way.
It's sheer perfection. My precious G-virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're...
Why do you sound like Wesker from the first game?
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
Stop. You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William. Oh my. Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
I'm taking care of those multiple bullet wounds in your side.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute.
Roger.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-virus into his own body?
The G-virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there. Shoot! Eat this, you freak! I'm stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! What is this thing? Fire! Fire!
Okay, so what I killed wasn't Birkin.
Son of a...
So those rats were the carriers of the virus.
As a result of his virus-induced
How do you know that, Annette? You weren't there when that happened. How do people describe events you weren't there for?
Even worse, every G-virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other creatures.
And create offspring. No.
What a,
Too bad.
sorry. The animation of that fighting. Oh my God. PS1, man. The PS1. That is so bad. That's so fucking bad. Oh my God. The hell? He's holding something that I don't need right now. Apparently Leon will need that later, I guess. Whatever it is. Looks like some sort of old book. I don't need this right now. Okay. Fuck me then, Ada. I mean, yes, please, but okay. Fuck it. Ada needs none of this right now. Ada don't need nothing. She's a strong, independent woman. She don't need shit. She don't need no medal. She don't need no book. Damn, Burker must have given her a really good time. And quick, too.
Ada?
Tentacle Senpai. You see, now I'll go fight spiders, as I've got a weapon that's reliable. Bitch. Where's your buddy? Yeah, how much damage did I take? Oh, fuck, I'm poisoned. Oh, fuck. I got them both. Okay, good. But, oh, fuck. I'm poisoned. I don't care about the bloodstains. Climb up, Leon. That spider said, hiss. And if he was a gay spider, he would have want, yeah. Also, we have an appropriate lesson from the professor regarding William Birkin. Welcome to Video Gaming 101. I'm Professor Willie Longwoodcock. Lesson number 42. Evil scientists are always willing to eventually use their diabolical experiments on themselves, even if they don't always succeed in doing so. You know what I mean? In a safe room. I gotta chug down some blue. Gotta chug down some blue blue weed. God, I'm already limping bad. Blue weed, right there. Right there, Leon, get it. Get the blue weed. Smoke the blue weed. Consume the blue weed immediately. Okay. All right, so perhaps it was not a bright idea to take on those two spiders. I don't know where the nearest safe room is on that side of the area. I'm just gonna go back. Okay. I could have gone worse. It also could have gone a lot better. Dump off the blue herb. I don't need to carry it with me. Okay. All right, back to work. We're good. We didn't die. We just got a little sick. You know, a little bit of spider juice in our veins. It's okay. We sprayed ourselves down with some green goo, which cured us of the poison in our bloodstream. Because that's how that works. You don't need antivenom. You get poisoned by snakes or spiders. You don't need antivenom. You just need to spray some green goo all over yourself. Well, I would have been fine if I had not tried to take on two spiders. I could have just left them alone. It's not like they were really bothering me. I mean, hell, I've actually only had one death so far. I'm actually kind of proud of that. This is a safe room. Wiki. I can't go up this now. You want me to take a different path than Ada took? Shotgun shells, sure. I'm gonna bother. Wolf metal. Well, now we know what the other metal is. That other thing is that was by Ada earlier. Apparently, I had to go this way. I would have had to have fought the spiders. Would have had no choice. I mean, I guess I could have still run past them. I didn't actually have to fight them. Bitch! Motherfuckers poisoned me anyway. Motherfucker! God damn it. I'm not going back. Apparently I'm going to be dealing with these bullshit spiders. Better bring some fucking some blue weed along. Just choke down that blue weed. Oh. And make a save here. Fucking spiders, man. Fucking spiders. It did make me question how there was monsters in that save room. It was like a split second of what the fuck is going on in here. But thank you for the blurb, Chris. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go get those things from over here anyway. I have to go down here and grab this or I'm gonna forget it. Yoink the metal. The beaver's attacking. Those aren't beavers. Those are... Fuck. Honey badger. Damn it. Joker would have been if you got it right the first time, Krim. Can you imagine a zombified honey badger? Those things are tough enough as it is. Fuck, there is two of them. Fuck this place, I'm out. Fuck you, bitch, I'm out. Kiss my ass, you spider. Zombie goat. Oh, hey, look. There are blue herbs growing here. Use them? Use them? Use them! Not take them, use them. I could have just gone through... I could have just continued walking after that bastard poisoned me, and I could have just come here and healed from the poison? From the poison? By just going further forward? God damn it! Oil pressure data transmitter. Insert the valve handle and rotate it to move the central bridge up or down. I don't have that. That's why the crank didn't leave my inventory when I used it earlier. Where's your buddy?
Who wants some quality time with Daddy?
Bitch. Lucky bastard. You eight-legged furry son of a bitch. I'm only in caution. Okay, good. Fuck you! Don't look at me like that. I'm not crazy. Where am I going? Oh yeah, safe room. Go back to get the wheel. Thank you again for the blurbs, Chris. Put the shotgun shells up. I have one more fade spray. I'll use the fade spray now, not the mixed herb. Around the corner, go into thingy. Fucking spiders, man. I'd have been dead multiple times over had I not had a full auto weapon. 100%. Or infinite ammo weapon. Oh, maybe not. Maybe infinite ammo wasn't really needed, but it sure would have been helpful. I could have had an SMG by this point. Because I would have grabbed one. I had a potential to grab one. There's also a shotgun that I have. So I guess I probably could have survived that. Wiki. Ooh. Bad the green weed. Let's mix the green weeds together. Should I use it again? Use the wheel again here? Or should I leave the bridge down? Or need to raise it? I need to get back up to where Ada was. Green weed. I don't like this. I'll be chased by a giant alligator here, aren't I? This is a giant alligator hallway. It's a high-pressure gas cylinder. In case of an emergency, the red light will turn on and the gas cylinder may be removed. Find an emergency. Not a door. Okay, look like a door. Yep, called it. This was definitely in remake. Can't see it. Oh, bitch! Don't lose your head over it. Ha ha! I really took a bite out of him. Ha ha! I fought him tooth and gun. Ha okay, shut up, Krim. Why is this door suddenly closed now? Safety lock device for use in case of an emergency. Will you release the lock? Yes! Open the fucking door! I casually stroll through the water. I mean, God knows who else is in here. Hey, I made it.
Leon.
This bullet wound isn't making things any easier.
Quiet, Leon. I'll patch you up. That's 2 I owe you.
Don't mention it.
One for each of my nuts.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
So you're single.
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
How did I know? How did I know I needed to use that thing one more time? How did I know I would need to use that fucking thing one more time? Why didn't I go with my first instinct and use the fucking switch one more time? See, the gator's gone. I'm gonna twist. I'm gonna show you how strong I am, Ada. I'm gonna twist this thing while looking deeply into your eyes. I'm gonna spin this crank while looking deep in your eyes. Aren't you impressed by my Kennedy muscles? Harder, Daddy. You see why it's called RPD on my outfit, right? Because I'm ripped. Leon Fu, yeah. Oh look, another medal. Eagle medal. Sewer Manager Diary. It's been a while, but I saw Don today and we talked after completing our work. He told me he had been sick in bed until yesterday. It really doesn't come as much of a surprise given how long he's been working here. He was sweating like a horse and kept scratching his body while we were talking. I asked if he was hot, but he just looked at me funny. What's wrong with him anyway? July 7th. Chief Irons has been visiting the lab quite often lately. I don't know what he's doing over there, but he always looks grim. The expression on his face has been ever more unsettling than usual. Or even more unsettling than usual. My guess is that it's impossible because of Dr. My guess is because of Dr. Birkin's impossible requests. The chief has my sympathies, though. After all he's done for the town, he doesn't deserve this. July 21st. I rarely drink because I'm on the graveyard shift, but I don't suppose I have much to complain about since this is how I make my living. August 16th. Chief Irons came in late today, looking grimmer than his usual self. I tried to joke with him to cheer him up, but he wasn't amused. He pulled his gun and threatened to shoot me. I was able to calm him down, but that guy must have some serious problems. He knows he can't enter the lab without my help and my medal. This is what it means for the chief. If this is what it means for the chief to protect, serve and protect? Question mark? Exclamation point? August 21st. William informed me that the police and media have begun their investigation on Umbrella's affairs. He said that the investigation will be citywide and there is a possibility that they'll even search through the sewers. He asked me to suspend all Umbrella sewer facility operations until the investigation is concluded. The sewer will still be used for passage, but he stressed that I have to be extremely cautious and that I'd lose my job if anyone finds out about this operation. Hello, Little Mouse. Happy Thursday. How you doing? Thank you, Josh, for reminding me of this. Let me do that real fast. Touch up my shoulders here. I'm stronger now. That's how I'm doing. Huh. Anyway, did a kiss in my mic by accident. Okay. Whoa. And what do? Chase after Annette? No idea what even. Oh, wait, she fell in. Never mind. Okay, turn that off. Excuse me. Well, I would like to. How do I do that? Relieve them that. Okay. Hello, retired firefighter. Good to see you as well. Happy, what's today? Thursday. Ready to shoot all these roaches up here. Oh, of course the roaches are gone when I come through with a full auto machine gun. I started to say that body was movable. Bitch. I could move that body, which means they're not dead. You know, Ada, don't worry about shooting. It's okay, I got this. You just stand there and be the hot Asian that you are. I got this in hand. Christ, it's loud. The stream freeze? No, no drop frames. Aren't we going this way? Oh. Because they need the metal. What the fuck? Maybe that's identification device. A wolf and an eagle ditch on the device. So this game's I've talked about this before. Whenever you have unusual pathfinding in a game, specifically, so like let's take Doom Eternal for example, with its insanely bullshit jumping puzzles and platforming that you have to do in order to progress through the level and reach the next battle point or whatever. When you have those types of things that are designed to be nothing more than obstacles and puzzles for you to solve, and they make no practical sense for normal person's traversal, then it makes that kind of thing just really annoying in my eyes. And it's just there for video game purposes. But what isn't annoying is Retired Firefighter coming in with a raw tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, Retired Firefighter. I greatly appreciate that so very, very much. Thank you, sir, for helping to support the engines of the Starship Dragon, allowing us to continue flying through the depths of space, 8 million miles from the surface of the Earth. Don't ask me how I get incredibly good internet speeds, 8 million miles from the surface of the Earth. It's a secret. But thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, man. I really appreciate it. Fuck. Point I was getting to is like these kind of things as well. These little things we have to go find metals to open security doors and stuff makes no sense in a logical world other than to just be puzzles for the game. That annoys me a little bit. Fucking pocket. Gold one in. And of course, the security measure is just a wave of water that, you know, God forbid I try to walk through. Granted, it was probably sewer water. It probably was like covered in shit. But still, it's just water. Gross as fuck, but just water. We've already been walking through it and wading through it for so long now. What does it matter if it's a waterfall? Ain't RE9 like right now? Have they revealed if Ada is in RE9 yet or not? Like in the trailers or anything? I'm just asking out of curiosity. Just a yes or no is all I need. The fuck? Fair enough. Okay. I mean, well, I'm asking like they revealed it in like trailers or something. You know, if they said it like showed it like a trailer or something that Ada was in it, you know, that's all I meant. I wasn't asking like in game itself. I don't need spoilers there either. I just want to know if in a trailer they revealed Ada or not. Because I was wondering if she's in it. That's all I'm trying to get to. If they haven't revealed it in the trailer or something, I have no idea. A button. A control panel for the Skytram. Will you turn the power on? Yes. The Skytram has power. Let's get aboard the train and I'll show you my little Kennedy. Ha ha! All right, fair enough. Well, there's Birkin. This didn't happen in a train before. Woo. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. Nice try, though, Ada. Woo. Whoop. Understand, I'm running out of places in this roof. Ow, my hand! It's been shot with a tiny gun! In the remake, that happens in a room. Spent $220 at a vintage shop and 3 books are the exact same. I'm minimalist. I don't get anything. I have nothing. I have a couch, a mattress that's on the floor, and 2 desks. That's it. I'm not one for having a lot of things that I'm not actually using. A flare gun. I need something to ignite it. How about my dick? Imagine the load I'd shoot if I stuck my dick in that, Ada. Hello. I need cash. No shit. Thanks for telling me it was there, Ada. Appreciate it. Collect Donald Duck stuff, Batman, and firefighters. Well, firefighters stuff makes a lot of sense. And I don't judge. I'm not saying I judge people who collect things or whatnot. It's just I don't like having things that don't have a use. Like people who will like collect stuff and then like stick them on shelves or whatever and collect them. If that's all well and good for other people, I don't like that idea. Having just a bunch of stuff just sitting on a shelf, literally doing nothing but collect dust, is gonna do nothing for me except collect dust. And then it's stuff I gotta put in a box or something later when I move, because likeliness I'm not gonna be able to ever find a permanent home. So the less stuff I have, the less I have to move. Nemesis bus statue, $1,900. Damn. Better be made of gold. Come with an open mouse, you can stick your dick in it. Jesus Christ, $1,900 for a statue? I got it, Ada, don't worry. It's okay, I got it. Oh shit. No! I've been bitted. Still fine though. Hey, Ada, come here, baby. Mixed herbs. Hope I get a safe room soon. I try to only save when I'm in a safe room. Like even using my save states. Hey, look, safe room. I just had to bitch a little. Fade spray. Fucking aid spray. That's why it's called a fade spray. F-aid. Fucking aid. It's very different from like Gatorade or Powerade. It's called fucking aid. Despite what it might sound like, it does actually help you improve your fucking ability. A magazine clip. Wait, is that Magnum bullets? Oh, fuck. I mean, I got a full auto infinite ammo gun, but mag bullets are nice. Save. Yeah, it's almost 9. It's close enough to 9 o'clock. I should probably go ahead and call this one here. As we just got to our save points, this is probably a good spot to stop. So I will do just that, and we're going to go raid out here, and we'll probably pick this up on probably next week, maybe? Like, maybe Sunday? Or sorry, on Monday? Well, I don't stream on Mondays. Sometime next week. But tomorrow is our first Star Wars Day on Friday. I guess we could call it Force Friday or Bounty Hunter Friday, because we'll be playing a Bounty Hunter. Either way, tomorrow's Friday. We're going to be doing our first game, our first playthrough of Star Wars The Old Republic. So Fridays we do that. And then Sunday will be our community days. And then we'll be playing probably Final Fantasy VII on Saturday. But for now, that's going to do it for me. Let's see who we can go send this party to. We go find somebody to fly around and eject a bunch of escape pods at their stream. Final Fantasy 15, Cyberpunk 2077. Playing a Resident Evil 2 remake. Let's go see Talon again. Talon's always a good guy to go visit. So let me... oh god, it's me! Ew. Gross. We're going to raid Talon. He is playing Cyberpunk 2077. Thank you all so much again for being here tonight. I hope you all enjoyed that. And I'll be back tomorrow night where we start Star Wars The Old Republic. Until then, have a good night, everybody.